Hello and welcome to another installation of Motivating Moments. I am Pastor Gary Bush. I am here to motivate you here at the beginning of the week as we get ready to go through this month of November. Our theme for the month of November is All with Thanksgiving. And we found that theme in the book of 1 Thessalonians, chapter number 5, verse number 18. And it reads, "In everything give thanks, for this is the will of God concerning you." And the encouragement is to always have thanksgiving in your lips. The Amplified Version says, in every situation, in every circumstance, you want to give thanks. And that's true. And so we want to examine and explore the reasons that we can always have thanksgiving in our lips. On last week we talked about it's God's will. And it's a good thing to stay in the will of God. The safest place in the whole wide world is in the will of God. Not just in it, in the center of His will. The next reason that it's just absolutely wonderful for you to always give thanks is because God is always with you. He said, "Lo, I will never leave you. I'll never forsake you." He said, "I'm with you always, even until the end of the world or the end of the age." And so God has promised that whatever you go through, He's there with you. I'm sure you heard about the poem, and you've read the poem about footsteps and two sets of prints. Finally, there's one set of prints, and the author thought that they were abandoned, but it was actually where the Lord picked us up and carried us through that situation. And I want you to understand, God will never abandon you in a test. He'll never abandon you in a trial. He'll never leave you with the only option of defeat. In fact, there's no temptation taking you except which is common. God is faithful. Won't suffer you to be tempted above that you're able, but will with the temptation give you a means of escape. He's going to be with you. He's going to stay with you. He's a constant companion, and you can rest assured that whatever you go through, whatever situation you find yourself in, that the Lord is present there with you. And that's great consolation just to know that God is there. Isaiah said, "I, the Lord, have called you in righteousness, and I will hold your hand." And it's a good thing to have God holding your hand. So this week, let's walk with Him, know that He's with us, and we can make it through any situation that comes upon us. As always, I'm Pastor Gary Bush. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next week.